Good afternoon, third graders. Today I want you to watch this movie and you'll actually be able to hear it. I tried to post it last time, but I couldn't figure out how to get my sound any better, but I did finally figure it out. So this is just a short movie to learn more about me.
Hi everybody. So this is Mrs. Dro, and I am your music teacher. A lot of you already know, but there's going to be some kids who don't. And so I thought we'd just take a few minutes and you can get to know me, and then I have an activity where I want to get to know each of you. And there's things even kids who know me don't know about me, so this will just give you a little more information about me. So yes, those are some pictures of me and my parents when I was a little girl, and my siblings. I have a sister and two brothers. So
I was born in this state right here, and I wonder if you recognize it. I'm guessing a lot of you do. So I was born in about this spot right down there in the town of St. James, and I was born way back in 1966, which was a long time ago. So, you know what state it is? That's great. Can you figure out how old I am? I was born in 1966, and right now it's 2020. How old would that make me? Well, this is what I look like now. I'll give you a little time to figure out the answers to those questions. And this is what I look like now without my mask, except my hair's a lot longer. We'll see if it's shorter by the time school starts. So, did you figure it out? How old am I? The year 2020, I was born in 1966. I am 53. And that state was Minnesota. So yeah, I was just born to the north of where we are right now, about 3.5 hours in Minnesota. 3.5 hours away. So yeah, it's hard to believe I'm 53. I feel like a spring chicken still, usually. Still feel like a kid. Anyway, since I am so old, you better not mess with me. I can get crabby. But usually, I try to be lots of fun. So just a few more things about me. This is my wonderful husband. I know him as Kevin, but you, to be respectful, would refer to him as Dr. Dro, because he's a doctor of music teaching. Not medicine, though. Did you know there was such a thing? You can be a doctor of anything. You can be a doctor of reading, a doctor of religion, a doctor of cooking, a doctor of chemistry. That's right. What that means is you went back to school for a really long time. Like when my husband decided to become a doctor of music teaching, we moved all the way to Florida, and he studied for 3 years. It was a big deal, but it was a huge adventure and lots of fun, too. He gives me a lot of great ideas. So this is our son, and he is a senior at the University of Iowa, so that makes him a Hawkeye. And boy, this kid loves to study and loves coffee, and so those two, they kind of go together. So yeah, he does a lot of studying, and we miss him and love him a lot. He is going to be majoring in something called anthropology, which is the study of people and their cultures, and I think is getting minors and lots of other things. He's pretty incredible. And he goes by the nickname Anj. That's always been his nickname. So these are our dogs, Joey and Bean. This is Bean. She's a yellow lab. And this is what she does when I give a lot of attention to Joey, who is a greyhound. If I'm giving him lots of attention, she gives me the cold shoulder. It's pretty funny. Here they are again. Bean doing some kind of weird yoga. And Joey just looking like he is mean, but he is the gentlest, sweetest dog. Not sweeter than Bean. Bean is 9, by the way. Joey is 3. So, here they are again. We really love our dogs and our whole family. So, a funny story about Joey. He doesn't fit on this bed, and so whenever he can, he'll jump on our bed. If we leave the door open to our bedroom, he is there. So we always shut it. Well, unless we forget. And then where is he? He's on our bed. This is Bean, and whenever my husband does his sit-ups, Bean likes to just help out and goes and just sits right on him. It makes it really hard for him. So they're crazy. So my hobbies, well, I love making up goofy pictures, goofy songs. You might have heard some of my goofy songs last year, and if you didn't, I'll be sharing them with you again this year. Also, I love to garden and bike, and I love to read. This picture is us being goofy. My husband's even goofier than me. Well, kinda. And we decided to do our own version of a very famous painting by an Iowa artist named Grant Wood. He's no longer alive, but he used to live in Cedar Rapids. And so it's called American Gothic. I'll go to the next slide because it'll show you a better picture. So that's American Gothic by Grant Wood. And we just thought it was funny to do a 2020 version of it. So that's our house back there. We had fun during this whole COVID thing. Kind of, laughing a little bit. Feels good to laugh.
Okay, guys, so that is a little bit about me. And now what I'm going to want you to do is tell me about you. So there are 4 people who have finished this exercise. So if you have submitted your Powwow How Plus, and I'm talking to Mrs. Rivers' class in particular because I had them for music yesterday, then you can go into the Chrome Music Lab and you can just experiment with the rhythm exercise, or you can even do Songmaker some more. So go ahead and do that. Those 4 people who have already submitted their Powwow How Plus. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you haven't submitted it. All right, and the rest of you should be with me, but those 4 people can go ahead and do Songmaker. I'm going to show you then where you can find this Powwow How Plus form, and that's just the name I gave this form, so that it's a form that I made just to tell me more about you. So once you get into your class, I'm just going to go into Mrs. Rivers' class for an example. Please don't go there right now, everybody. All right? But here's where you'll find that. Guys, if you are not in your Powwow How Plus, or if you are not in your music classroom, your Google Music Classroom, you will want to check your email, because I have sent everybody an email asking you to join, and all you have to do is click on that. So look for an email from me, Michelle Dro, okay? And but I think it's best not to do that right now. I'm going to give you just a minute to do that, but first I'm going to show you what you'll do when you go into your classroom. Actually, why don't I go into Miss Rindle's room, because I don't know that I have made it yet, and I could do that right now so it's ready for you. So in the stream, I'm not going to post your Powwow How Plus forms. I see it is there right now, but I'm going to delete that. Absolutely. Let me just quickly do this while you're all waiting. Ding, 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 ding. This will only take me 2 seconds. I'm going to only allow you to comment on the stream, and I am not going to ask you. There we go. So I'm going to save that. So when you're on that stream, look at what my mouse is making go light gray up here. That's the stream. That's where I'm going to tell you an announcement like, we are in September 3 today. All right, so that is my post. That way what you can do is go to classwork, and look at Sept 3. Doesn't that make sense? In the classwork is where I'll post your work. Now your teacher may do it differently and might post it in stream, but I won't. So it'll be in classwork for me. And this is the form you're going to want to do, the Powwow How Plus. You click on that, and here are the directions. Click the link below and answer all the questions. You click here. That's your Google form. If you don't know what a Google form is, they are wonderful. Great way for you to get information to me. What is your first name? You put that here. Who is your teacher? You would check Mrs. River, Mrs. Vonderhaar, or Mrs. Rindles. I just want to go through a couple of all these questions really quick so I can prevent people from, are just going to help you know what you're doing. Now this is what I mean by a POW. What was your POW? A POW is something that didn't feel good to you this week. If you don't have one, you can just say, I don't have a POW. My week is going great. And that's just fine, okay? Then what was your wow? Just something that surprised you, but in a good way. So let's see. I was surprised because last night I was in a webinar with a person I really like. Like, to me, she's famous. And I posted some questions and she called on me like 4 times and it was like, wow, I was so excited. Okay, and so if you don't have one, I mean, try to think of one. I really like to see what you have for your answer. So I'd rather you not have to write, oh, I don't have a wow. Okay, I'd rather you just really think about it and come up with even a little wow, like my dog was so excited to see me, or whatever it was. What will be your how? I really want to know something you're going to do that is extra kind for somebody this week. Or maybe it's something you already did. That would be fine too. Then this one, please tell me something you think I don't know about you. Some of you I don't even know at all, so anything will be new. Okay, and then what is something you'd like to learn in music this year? Please tell me something you'd like to learn. And here, this one, if you could order anything to eat for supper or dinner, what would it be? And here, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? And if you can only think of 1 wish, that's fine. But gee, if I were given a choice between 1 or 3 wishes, I would take 3 wishes. And the last one would be, please let me know if you have anything else you'd like to say that you think I should know about you this year. Okay? Then you must click submit. And then I'll have the answers. Now, once you click submit, it's going to go away. But if you click submit and you get this, you didn't answer a question. It will take you to the question and it will give an exclamation point, and every question is required, so you have to put something down. All right? But you can just be honest. If you didn't have a pal, you could say, oh, Mrs. Joy, I didn't have a pal this week. And that's just fine. All right? So that is the Pow Wow How Plus form that I'd like everyone to do. And if you're a person that has not gotten into my Google Classroom, you need to check your email for a message from me and then click on that link. If you're a person that knows how to get into your Google Classroom, then you're going to go to classwork and you're going to click on Pow Wow How Plus and take that Google form right now. If you happen to finish early, you can just Google Song Maker and you can wait for the rest of us. Okay? And what I'm going to do is probably set about a 10-minute timer on the screen here that will just give you flat out 10 minutes to work on your Pow Wow How Plus. So you can just be kind of checking my movie for that timer. When that timer goes off, I'll be back on telling you about the next thing we're going to do. So enjoy that Pow Wow How Plus form. I can't wait to learn more about you. And I'll see you back here in 10 minutes.